Hey, what's up? It's Skippy. I'm up way past my bedtime. Wow, it's almost 11 p.m. I gotta be up early to drive weed through California. That's what I do. I love it. It's a great job if you like getting stoned and sitting in traffic and listening to jazz. I don't know what it is. I just really enjoy that. I don't have road rage. I just enjoy being out and about and seeing the scenery. But on a lighter note, I was feeling peckish. I was eating all that. Oh my god, look at that. This thing just took a casual dump. That is greasy. Oh, we got the. It says right there on the package. It says chili fries. Chili fries. I love Tommy's. Like, Tommy's is just delicious. On their Instagram, they said they had chili cheese fries for $2.99, and I'm like, twist my fat arm. Oh my god, that looks like a Taco Bell bathroom. This looks like a German porn. But I'll tell you what, German porns wish they tasted as good as this shit. Mmm. 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 Chili cheese fries. I wanted to do a vape review with the chili cheese fries. Ow. Because today is the 20th of September. Last time I checked. That meant that the Roots Molly's dispensary had their sale. They had a buy one, get one. And I hooked up again. And I got this for free. This is a micro bar. It's a passion orange guava. Indica premium cannabis oil. That means distillate. But there it is. It's Pog. Pogs are back. I wish they had Alpha on it. But the free one was the lemon cherry gelato. I'm not a fan of the lemon cherry gelato, but it's free. It's free. Even though I'm not a fan, it's free. Okay? I wish it was gelato 33, but you can't have everything in life. You can't. It was free. Okay? Free. Free. Now I got 4 of these free because I got 4 regular vapes. I got the 2 gram. I got the runts. As I was explaining to the young lady who was working there, I use all of these for different things. Champagne, caviar, and bubble bath. But we were having a discussion. There was a young lady. Her name was Jessie, I believe, and she was from the Turn Marijuana Company. And if you ever want to nerd out and talk marijuana, talk to me. Me and this young lady dorked out on weed for like a good half hour. And we were talking, because I was talking about how each pen gives me a different effect and different feel. The apples and bananas is my go-to for pain relief. The gelato 33 is my wake and bake. Because the only 2 they had that were 2 gram were the runts and the bubble bath. And the young lady that was from the Turn Company was saying about how Bubble Bath was one of her favorites, and I go, yeah, it's great. It has a sweet soapy flavor. I guess that's why it's called Bubble Bath. But as I was explaining to them, they're more nighttime indicas because they're really heavy and they help me to go to sleep quicker. So we had a big long conversation, and I don't know, I just really like it up there. They always they treat me like family. I've been going there forever. And I tip them generously and just dude, oh my god. These little peppers, all right. Heat hiccup. Oh boy. Why do we do this to ourselves? Why does it hurt when I pee? Oh my god. So, my buddy Corey and I, we're starting a band. He's helping me edit some videos. My comedy special. It's going to be... Well, I hope someone finds it funny, because I've been... Just the beginning of it makes me laugh. Because we've been doing an edit of it over and over and over again. And I'm not the type to pat myself on the back too much, but goddamn, I'm good at comedy. You know what else I'm good at? Besides smoking weed and comedy? Dave & Buster's. Shout out to my boy Charlie. What's up, dog? Charlie told me he watches my videos. What's up, Chuck? Charlie's the shit. If you go to the Dave & Buster's in Hollywood, if you go to the Dave & Buster's in Hollywood, make sure you get Charlie as your waiter. Best service on earth. Friendliest guy. My God. Like, just a genuinely wonderful human being. They had an outing to Knott's Berry Farm, Dave & Buster's. The whole company, like the whole, like Hollywood, Dave & Buster's, they all went to Knott's Berry Farm, the amusement park. My buddy Charlie, I let him know that they have this jam there that you can't get like anywhere else. It's their I think it's a boysenberry jam. It's okay. Life-changing moment happened at the world famous fried chicken restaurant at Knott's Berry Farm, to which I went to last. I think no, it wasn't this past one because I didn't go. The one previous. But the last time I went to Knott's Berry Farm, they have this. They built a reputation not just around like berries in their farms, but they had a chicken restaurant. They still do. And I'm going to be open and honest, it was some of the blandest chicken I've ever had in my life. Why it's world famous, I'll never figure out. It was bland. I was thoroughly disappointed with my meal, except for one thing. They gave me biscuits and jam. If I'm not mistaken, it was boysenberry. I've been wrong before. Only human. But I had some biscuits with boysenberry jam on it. Never had boysenberry before in my life. It was magnificent. Like, sour cherries with a hint of sweetness. I never, like, why have I been missing out on this? I loved it. It was so delicious. I told Charlie about how I loved that at Knott's Berry Farm. He comes up to me a few months ago and he's like, "Hey man, I got you a jar of the boysenberry jam." Dude, I'm like, "How much I owe you?" He's like, "Nothing." I'm like, you are like the nicest person ever. He is. I'm very happy that like I have very awesomely wonderful, nice people in my life. My best friend Yuli, Pretzel Mike, Claire. Like, I just have awesomely wonderful people in my life, and I love them dearly. And I'm lucky, you know. It's not very often that you get a lot of great people in your life, and it was something I was discussing with Charlie about how I think I'm gonna be. I just need to retire from Dave and Buster's. I think. Like, I'll go up there, still visit. I'm. There's the one, like. There's an old saying which is "Don't shit where you eat," right? And there's this person who works at Dave and Buster's, and I'm trying to get this open. I can't figure it's a passion orange guava, the pug. I'm confident that the distillate is like, it's like a marijuana like moonshine, as opposed to like my live resin, which is an extraction where you get the full spectrum terpenes as opposed to reintroduced terpenes. The terpenes are what give marijuana its characteristic effect and smell and taste. And like I said, I nerd out on weed a lot. But Charlie rules. I was discussing with Charlie about like how chip prices have gone up and how like I cannot get this out of here. What is wrong? Why is it sticking? Hold on. But you know what? We're just gonna have to be barbaric about this. There we go. Now it's out. Look at that. Just like that. This is one of the things I don't like about this company is just I don't like this. It makes it look pretty, I get it, but to be quite honest, like, because I hate it when I see trash in a parking lot, and around dispensaries there's, will you keep it down? Thank you. There's always like if this could be reused for something, that would be great, but it's just, you know, it's lovely garbage. It's just, But anyway, this is so cute, look at it. Tiny, look at the way it's holding in my palm. Look at that, tiny, discreet, just hit and quit. Nobody can see. That's why I like doing vapes a lot, because you can just hide them. Do a palm action, just. But unleash the power. That was right, yeah. Because on these, they don't tell you on the package to remove this in order to... Whoa, okay. There's one thing I noticed about this that they didn't do on their live resin vapes, which is they actually have the name of the passion orange guava on there, because none of the vapes that I have, if I were to go over and get the vapes, because I had like 2 Northern Lights, 1 Godfather OG, and something else, I wouldn't be able to tell you which one's which because none of them have the name on it. But this one does, so I'm happy to see. It was great. Like, I was talking to the young lady who works for that company, Turn. I told her I'm going to get some of her live resin next time I go in. Hopefully she's working. She says she works on Tuesdays. If you're at Roots Dispensary in Sun Valley on Sherman Way on a Tuesday, there'll be a young lady by the name of Jessie working there. She's doing promos for this company, Turn. Go and get you some. Tell Jessie I said hi. She gave me a battery today, so I made a promise that I would. They have double chamber vapes here in California, and they're going to be taking them off the market soon. Which I was like, that kind of sucks. But no, I heard about why they're doing it, because it's difficult to test 2 chambers as opposed to just one. So kind of makes sense. So here, you know what? Before I hit this, I want some more. All right. I know since it's distillate, I love the California weed logo. I know since it's distillate, it's probably gonna make me dumb, but we'll see. Keep your mind open. It's indica, so I'm happy about that. I can't do sativas. I have difficulty with sativas, as I was discussing with my friend today up at Dave & Buster's. I smoke sativas. I start thinking about bad things. I don't like thinking about bad things. Indicas are where my good things happen, so let's give this a nudge and a wink and a say no more. Cheers, everyone. I'm going to do 2 unboxings because I got to unbox another one for tomorrow for work. Get it? All right. So here we go. This is just, I like these. I like getting distillate carts and disposables because sometimes people come up to you and they'll be like, can I hit your vape? And I always keep an extra vape on me just for people who want to hit, because I love my live resin, but distillate I give to my friends. So am I selfish? No, I'm just giving them. Here, you wanted a hit. I was discussing that with my buddy Charlie too, because I was discussing about how I was back when I used to smoke. He was talking about how when he left the 7-Eleven or whenever he left the Target or somewhere, he had bananas. He bought a bunch of bananas. He didn't get a bag. So when he walked down the street, he's like, oh, I know somebody's going to ask me for some bananas. And lo and behold, somebody was like, hey, man, can you give me a banana? And he was like, he felt good about himself. He got to nourish somebody for a day and everything. But it's kind of, kind of sucks. But I was recollecting about when I used to smoke cigarettes, because I used to drink, smoking all that crap. Also, Charlie quit drinking. Congrats, man. Yeah, drinking's dumb. Although, I did have a lot of drunken sex with a bunch of random strangers because of alcohol, so. To all those single mothers out there. Single mothers are horny. That's why I say that. I used to do comedy shows. Single mothers are like dating kryptonite, but if you want a one-night stand, how do you think that baby got there in the first place? I know from experience. Anyhow, Charlie was saying about how dude wanted a banana, and I was like, yeah, when I was smoking and stuff, people would always ask me for cigarettes. And I used to smoke Camel Lights. This one time, this homeless individual asked me for a cigarette, and I pulled out a box of Camel Lights. And he goes, oh man, you ain't got a menthol? And I just sat there for a moment and I was like, wow, beggars can be choosers. This just flipped the script on me. But I didn't have a menthol. I used to smoke menthols a long time ago. I used to hang around with this crew and we smoked a bunch of dirt weed back in the 90s, and we used to smoke Cools and Newports to cool our throats from all that nasty. Man, I'll tell you what, you kids and your weed today, you're spoiled. What do you got? Mexican brickweed. You break it up on a frisbee. You tilt the frisbee up. You push what you thought was your weed to the top, and you watch all the seeds and stems fall to the bottom. That's how you separated your weed. And a quarter of your bag was seeds and stems. So, and it was like $40, 50 back in the fucking 90s. So, please, don't don't tell me that you guys got it good. That's all I gotta say. I was discussing today also about how we would smoke blunts back in the 90s because our weed was shit and we needed that blunt wrap to make it have any flavor whatsoever or give it any effect, pretty much. And I'm like, we were discussing about like people buy $70 eighths and they put it in a blunt wrap, and I'm like, dude, like that's for shit weed. But I guess if you want the nicotine kick, everyone's got their own thing. I just because I don't like it, I don't like nicotine. So that's my thing. Because when I was in Europe, spliffs everywhere, and I was like, I don't like this. But hey, I wanted to get high. Speaking of wanting to get high, micro bar, passion orange guava, pogs. Let's give it a bang, 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 bang. I'll be right back. Hold that thought. Be right back. One thing I like. That tastes delicious. Okay? That tastes like pineapple, orange, guava. But here comes the... Oh, God, distillate. Like... It's me, okay? It's not you, it's me. Okay? Let's just get that out of the way. It's not you, it's me. I'm high. But it's a distillate high, and I'm high, but I'm not like happy high, if that makes sense. It was free. Wow. That's so weird. Like, people have this stereotype of stoners where they just, smoke weed and eat everything. And I'll be honest, I use marijuana as a appetite suppressant most of the time. Because after I hit that, I was like, I'm full. It's crazy like that, but... Bloop, bloop, bloop. Hey, look, it's Fart Barf. If you're not listening to Fart Barf, you should be listening to Fart Barf. I listen to Fart Barf. My younger brother listens to Fart Barf. We listen to Fart Barf. You should listen to Fart Barf. Barf Barf. Alright, let's do this one. Because, like... Okay, that's the one thing I do like about distillate. Distillate is kind of like my dad, he likes instant coffee, like Taster's Choice and stuff like that. And the reason why he likes that, it helps to regulate his digestive and it makes him drop a deuce. That's like me with weed. This right here, okay, I now have to go, and I don't, it just came out of nowhere, and I was like, really? But it, like, if you are constipated, like, it's so incredible how many things marijuana really helps with in my life in general. Like, the amount of pain that I'm not in because I use vapes and stuff. I'm been trying to get. My parents got that old school brainwashing. My dad's never gonna use it. There's no even, not even worth trying. He's never gonna. My mom's tried marijuana, but she had bad things. I got a phone call from my dad out of nowhere, and he's yelling at me, and he's like, "Why is your mom dying?" And I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "She ate that cookie in the freezer," and I was like, "The whole thing?" He's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "Pop, do me a favor, get her a glass of milk, sit her in front of the TV, put on some cartoons. It's gonna be a long night." Because she decided, my friend, who I love dearly, I got a great friend named Kellyanne, Cam, super artist, sluggers. Wait, man, poop. I got a billion of these. Thank you, sluggers. They know what. See, I was discussing it with a woman from Turn. I was like, part of the reason why I go with sluggers, one, high quality product, and two, 2 grams. Okay? I go, as soon as your company comes out with a 2 gram that is this quality, I'll be there. Because these guys so far have been the best bang for my buck. This is sluggers, vapes, disposables. Best bang for my buck. And the most effective for my pain and other whatever, you know. But anyhow, this is the Booble Bath. Booble Bath. But like I said, distillate is it's there. It's a cheaper version of, live resin. The young lady wanted me to do rosin. I'm not into rosin. I think rosin's price point is way too pretentious. I don't know. I enjoy my live resin. I used to make live resin, so, that's the whole thing. It's like, I love weed. That's all. I'm going to bang this real quick. Oh, yeah. See, that's what the terps. Oh, boy. Okay, I'm anticipating. Be right back. Yeah, I need this for work tomorrow. Oh, that is so tasty. That is it's a world of difference between the effects. World of difference. Like the passion orange guava flavor that is in that, I don't know where it came from. If there's a strain of weed called passion orange guava, I don't know. I do know there's a strain called bubble bath. My God, the terpenes, that's another thing too. The terpenes are just stellar. Lip smacky good. I'm happy with that. You know what? I mean, I got a big bag. Last time I got napkin stuff. I got a big bag of. It's like I spent what, like 160 including tip, and I got 13 grams of. That's another. Yeah, I got so much free stuff, and I got just money well spent. Thank you, Roots Dispensary. Your deals rule. It's another thing too about Dave and Buster's. for me, like, I get really good at stuff. And then things become boring. Before I got kicked out of the Comedy Store in 2007, I got a standing ovation in the original room, which is one of the toughest things to do on earth, especially if you're not a celebrity. That moment, to me, kind of felt like, all right, I'm good. That's cool. But when I get good at something, it becomes kind of like second nature. And that's when it loses the fun. You know, it's kind of like Dave and Buster's. I went up there tonight and just crushed it on jackpots, but it's just not fun anymore. You know, I wish it was. My one buddy up there, there's absolutely fantastic people that work at the Dave and Buster's in Hollywood. And my buddy Daniel, one of the tech guys, like it was 1,000 ticket jackpot on the Jurassic World machine, and I played it twice and I got it, and it's just like, it's too easy anymore. I ended up winning like 3 more times on it. I won a couple of jackpots. I got Goldfishing. I won that. I got the jackpot on that, and then Guardians of the Galaxy. But it's like, it's easy. Like, once you figure out, you know, how to win the games, it's not as fun. And also, Dave and Buster's, man, their prize selection sucks. It has gone downhill significantly. The reason why I say that is because they haven't had anything new in ages, in like 2 years. Like, they get like small things every once in a while, mostly trinkets and garbage. It's kind of sad. Like, I've won my niece and nephew everything in Dave & Buster's. My family, throughout the years, I would keep winning them stuff from Dave & Buster's. Because, for me, I could win it for less money at Dave & Buster's than it would for me to buy it from a retail store. I got my parents a air fryer. Is it a air fryer or an air fryer? I think it's an air fryer. I'm sorry about my grammatics. Anyhow, I got my parents an air fryer. They were apprehensive about it at first. It was so funny. Like, why'd you get this for us? I was like, because I love you. And the thing is, like, it was a $250 air fryer. I won it for like $80. And that's the thing. Is like, it was fun to win. But I used to hang out with a bunch of dudes. They were all APs, which are advantage players. They brought me into the AP world. Because I remember there was this like couple. It was Kara and Johnny, and they used to. I'm sitting there playing this game, and I win the jackpot on it. Turn around. A couple of wonderful people standing behind me with their jaws dropped. And like, dude goes, we come up here all the time and we've been watching you win jackpots for months. I was like, what? Like, we've been watching you win for months. I was like, really? The young lady goes, can you teach us? I'm like, fuck yeah. I taught them how to win. Because that's the good thing about knowledge, is being able to share it with others. I miss those two. I hope you're okay. But like I said, with Dave and Buster's just getting greedy, flat out. They're like corporate. They jacked the prices of all the tickets for winning stuff. Like back in the day, I could go in Wednesday with 0 tickets, leave with an Xbox. Go 2 Wednesdays, I have an iPad. And I used to flip them to my friends. You know, my buddies would be like, hey man, can you win me an Xbox? I'll give you $250. I'm like, sure. Save you $50 and I get to play. But I just played so much that it's like not fun anymore. I hate that. Because a lot of my depression in life, which I do have, I'm human. A lot of my depression in life stems from things not being as fun as they used to, which is sad. I was in this band. We had this one member. He was a little bit older than everybody. He's dead now. That's what happens when you get older. But he was in, you know, big time punk rock band and was touring all over the world and stuff. And I just remember him saying one time, like, because we were going to Europe, he was like, I'm like, what are you uhing about? He's like, I've been to Europe too many times. I'm like, well, I haven't been at all. He's like, when you get to be my age, everything gets boring because you did it already. It's sad. He wasn't wrong. You know? It's really sad. But I don't know. That's why I'm trying to do new and different things. Like I said, me and my buddy are editing my comedy special, and we're putting together a musical group, which is going to be fantastic. Because this dude I've been working with, my buddy Corey, like, he's going to Burning Man. Like, I'm like, that's awesome. We have this buddy named Mike. He owns this place called Digital Debris near downtown. It's this little, it's an amazing store. And matter of fact, if you've seen the video with the little TV that I got for my niece, that's from his store. Anyway, my buddy Corey and Mike had an extra ticket for Burning Man, gave it to Corey. So now Corey's going to Burning Man, and that's freaking awesome. But I didn't know this about Corey when I was over at his house when we were editing my video. He has like, this kid's a fucking genius, bro. Like, he has a catalog of music that he has made that is overwhelming. This kid is just incredibly talented. I was enamored by it. I was like, wow, dude. Because when we were doing the first edits, he showed me what he did, and he had me come out to this music that was kind of somber. And I go, not to sound, disrespectful, but if I were going to a comedy show and I heard this song playing before I got on stage, like, I'd be like, what? Am I at a fucking suicide, like anonymous meeting or something? Like, it was just depressing. I go, I need something exciting. And he played this track for me that it blew my mind. I was like I go, do you have anything that's like kind of drum and bassy? He pulled this track out, and as soon as he did, my eyes were like, ugh. I was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Kid is an absolute genius. He, like I said, he's got a back catalog of music. He enjoys my comedy. He's more digital. I'm more analog. I've won numerous karaoke competitions because I'm one hell of a singer. So I'm going to be on the microphone as the MC. He's going to be the music guy. And we're doing our music project, which I will tell you the name of at some point. But in the meantime, and like, we decided that we're going to make music that makes us laugh. And we also came to a realization that if it's not fun, then it's work. So we're not going to make it work. We're going to make it fun. That's how we're doing it. So we just want to have a good time. And also, we want people to come to our show and do drugs. So it's kind of like a, hey, come on down, let's party type situation. So that's it. Anyway, wanted to say, hey, them chili cheese fries, they're delicious. This was good. It was free, is tasty as hell. But the problem I had with this, it only lasts like 5 minutes. It's perfect for church. That's about it. But this is my go-to. Sluggers, you're my baby. Mwah. I love me some Sluggers. And I also love me some Fart Barf. And also love me the people in my life, Charlie and Claire and Yuli and Mike and Carrie Ann and all those other people that I forgot to mention. Oh, my parents. Can't forget my parents. I love my parents, my brothers, their families. I don't got no family because I just don't want to be responsible for anything in my life ever. That's why I'm just going without. Don't need nothing. Don't need it. Don't need no wife, no kid. As I was explaining to the guy I work with today, I was like, my kids are safe. He's like, you don't have kids? I'm like, yes, I do. I keep them in my balls, and they're not leaving. They are under full supervision. They're staying right there, bro. My kids are safe. He thought that was funny. He's like, you should do that for a bit. I'm like, I know. I'm funny, I told you. I can't wait. This comedy special it's not even going to be a comedy special. It's just going to be a fuck you. It's going to be a comedy fuck you. It's that good. It's because the state of comedy right now just needs to have its ass rocked. Everybody needs to have their ass rocked. And I'm about to rock your ass, bitch. But anyhow. My name is skippysimon. I'm going to go. I got to be up in like 6 hours. Go to work. Alright. Smoke weed every day and have a great night. And stay awesome. Alright. Bye. And yeah, anytime, go on the Instagram for the Tommy's if you're in California, they got good deals all the time on their Instagram. They'll have like chili cheeseburgers for like $3.50. So get them. And go on my Instagram, One Man Sausage Party. And go on my TikTok, One Man Sausage Party. And go on my OnlyFans, One Man Sausage Party. And, well, you don't got to do that. But you can do it if you want. It's pretty funny. But anyway, I'm out of here. It's time to go do bedtime. Bed. All right, bed. Bed. Bye. Stay awesome. Bye.